Right, right, Real Big Monkey. I was wondering if you can help me. I think I've got a good idea, but to be honest, on YouTube, I think you're one of the better ones, as you look at something and you try and work it out, how to make it for yourself, or how to make something better. Well, I'm not sure the exact measurements yet, but this, which has got really bad focus, is 6 inch by 12 inch. That's 1 inch per foot. I think 6 foot long would be long enough for, say, me or you. So I'm 5'8", 5'9", I think you said in one of your vids you're about the same. The idea is an all-in-one. And to start off with, you get your tarp and you fold it over if you've got 3 foot to get an envelope. Then a seam along there and a seam along there. Now you might want to put a seam across the bottom, but across the top I'd put Velcro. And the idea is that you could put a hook tie at each end, but have it with Amasteel blue or something like that. So when you hang it, you tie into the Amasteel blue rather than the actual material. I don't know if that would work or not. So I don't know if it'd make the actual material and the rope cut into the material like a knife's edge. But you'd also have a space between it where you could put a bar, say 2 inches on either side, so you can put like a 2 inch bit of wood through each side or something like that. That's something which I think you'd be able to work out better, because you've made these side tubes on your tarp tent and that. Now the idea is you've got a space there, so therefore you can put in leaf litter or whatever. You could also put in one of them roll up mats, put it in there, and you've got an underlay. Now obviously with your 4 points there, you can use it as a hammock. Now the thing is, that's 3 foot and that's 3 foot. So what you've got is a 6 foot tarp built onto it, so you could have it like that, with a side and an overlay. You might actually want to make that, say, an extra 6 inches longer, so it'd actually go past the edge of it. But basically you get an extra overlay there. Now if you had tie-outs along the sides, what you also can do is, if you don't want to use a hammock, you lay it on the ground, fill this with your leaf litter still or your mattress, and then you've got a tent. And all you've got to do is peg this edge down and top rope through here, which is why I'm saying you want lockout points. Now the other thing I was thinking with is, if it's a nice-ish night and that, you've got your hammock piece here, then you've got 6 foot of material to use as a blanket put over you, right? And also you can just use it as a tarp. You could have this at the bottom, which gives you a double layer there, so you've got 3, 6, 9 foot by 6 foot tarp like that, just by not using this as a hammock or a thing. So, well, you might just want it as a shelter in a rainstorm or something, so you just put it up as a normal tarp. Also, I was thinking, if you've got the bars spaces down the side to put bars through, then what you can do is use it as, say, the things you carry people on into hospitals, gurneys, stretchers. But you could use it as a stretcher. You could put the bars in and maybe put a point on the end, and then you've got travoy. You can put your stuff on there, put the tarp over the top, cinch it all down, and you've got your stuff waterproofed on a travoy which you can pull behind you. You'd want it to go into a single point rather than a double point, but I don't see how that would be a problem because you're using cloth. See, I've got the idea, I've even got the material, but I don't want to cut it and start sewing and ruin it all without trying to work out the different bits. I bought an old part of a parachute, it's really cheap. So I thought, who do I know who's, I suppose the correct way would say it'd be something like mechanically minded, but someone who can work these sort of things out. So of course I thought of you. But yeah, basically it'll be a hammock and a tarp all in one, or to use it as a tent and a bed mat, or as a complete thing. But I think 3, 6, 9, 12. I've got 12 foot by 6 foot. Most tarps are 6 by 4, something like that. So it'd be a bit heavier. But depending on, and that's another thing, material. I've got an old parachute section, and it should be waterproof. If not, I can waterproof it myself. And it should be strong because I mean it's a parachute. But what sort of material and that? And also, would it be an idea to have it so it wasn't, even though it's connected to it there, would it be an idea to have it so that it can no, I forgot what I was going to say. I did have another idea. You're probably the same. When you're working things out, you think, oh, and then you think, wait a minute, what was I just thinking? But yeah, you see, you've got either a 6 foot tarp with a 3 foot sit space. Like I say, maybe it should be just over 3 foot on the last section, but that'd make it off centre. But I'm quite broad across my shoulders, so I'd want it, say, 3 foot wide. I don't know what width you make your tarps or your beds or things like that. Anyway, let me know what you think, and any help would be gratefully received. Hope you and the family are doing well, mate. Take it easy.